Welcome back to stage 2 out of 5 in our Rogue Legends playthrough, and guys, this run has been going exceptionally well. Let me give you guys a brief rundown on what's been happening so far. So in stage 1 we did a lot of heavy lifting. We have 22 tokens, we did play a lot of Bloon encounters, and then we're playing off of the Druid strategy, which is based on the growing steady artifact. This one increases the Druid damage by 0.35 with each consecutive round, and this works on Druids placed later down the line. And also we have another legendary one called Abundant Choices, which is going to give us 2 extra choices when picking pretty much everything. So this is a very nice one. Actually, this is my first time picking it. And then also we have the Alchemists, we have the bouncing projectiles, actually only a common one. We're looking to upgrade this one a little bit as well. The Hero XP, which is really nice because we're running Oben, and Oben has camo detection on level 8. And then it's just Mighty Mulligan, and then this Enchanted Rebuttal one, which comes with Oben, which makes Magic Monkeys or our Druids push Bloons back a little bit. Now this stage is really cool because it has 2 starting points here on the left side and then here on the right side, but they are a little bit different. So because the core of our strategy has already been set in place, and both of these roads actually have 11 encounters in total, I think we should go from the right side because the right side has more events which are going to allow us to get legendary artifacts, and thanks to this one, the Abundant Choices, I think we should be able to construct a really nice roster of artifacts. So this right side, for example, has 1 minigame, 1 mini boss, 1 legendary Bloon encounter, and then a second minigame. So that's going to be 4 different chances at legendary artifacts, and I think this is the one that we go for. So first off, let's see what the boss is. Oh, it's Phase. Alright, I think getting an early Phase is actually good. Phase is probably our weakest boss so far, I feel like. Actually, before we start, I want to show you guys the party as well, which mainly consists of like a bunch of druids. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 druids. The alchemists, which we're using for farming. We got this 520 sniper from the previous boss, and then I just got a 402 boomer because we had Bloonarius, and this was really nice in just cleaning out the Bloonarius spawns, and this guy just like our early camo detection. So we need to fix our camo in this specific run. Alright, now let's say we wanted to recruit a monkey. We're looking for a village, and especially a village that has camo detection would be ideal. So this is not looking like it. I'm not exactly seeing any towers that might be beneficial. Let's do a reroll. Actually, oh, again, no village. I see a 003 druid though. You guys know what? We have the Mighty Mulligan, so we can actually do a reroll. We can do one more. Do we do it? Let's try and hunt for a village, actually. Let's do it. Oh my god, no more villages. Alright, so we have to choose from something else, it looks like. You know what? Because Phase is the next boss, I would just get this guy, the 023 sniper, which might be nice versus him. So the druids are gonna get camo detection from Oben, but I feel like we need something else just to kind of pluck some cold. Alright, so let's get going. Only 5 rounds in this one, rounds 9 to 14, starting with a decent amount of cash, and the maps are becoming a little bit more tricky, so let me just get my druids up. I'm gonna get one over here. Can I have one more at the back? Look at this thing, we have 2 003s, guys. Yeah, so since we have the legendary growing steady artifact, these druids are just becoming insane. If you guys watch part 1, I mean, did you guys see that lightning? Look at this one now. As soon as this guy gets one chance to attack, like, oh my god, the entire screen just gets deleted. Yes, and it's only gonna become stronger, so that's why I don't want to be focusing on the Bloon encounters in this video as much as I want to be showing you guys the mini bosses and the mini games that we're gonna be playing. So let me just breeze through these Bloon encounters real quick. I'm gonna see you guys in a second. Alright, so our first chest of this stage, let's see what we get. We're gonna have a lot of choices, actually. This one 5 to be exact. Alright, so 5 choices, but I'm not a fan of any of these, honestly. Support monkeys deal 2 times damage to frozen balloons. Swelling spikes. Spike factories attack half as fast but have 120% more pierce. BB Gatling, main attack damage of monkeys is reduced to 85%, but attack reload is reduced 15%. This might sound like a good one, but essentially the damage and the attack speed are set at 85%, so you're not getting an increased damage. The idea behind this one is that you want to have crits and stuff like that, so that when you reduce the attack speed, that's how you do the damage. Too many cooks only affects military monkeys, and then this Smurf monkey one, which I'm not a fan of. So I think I'm just gonna take Swelling Spikes because it's a rare one, and we can trade it off with a merchant later down the line. And believe it or not, I'm actually gonna remove this boomerang because this one is the odd one out so far. We might use the Spike Factory for some camo detection, so let's remove the boomerang. I feel like since the core of our setup has already been done, the thing that we need to be focusing on is just mini games and mini bosses, and that's why I specifically chose this path on this stage. And I'm honestly going forward just gonna be taking the shorter paths if we get some good artifacts, because the Bloon encounters, when you have your setup done, they just become a chore at a certain point, and I feel like even though it's early in our run, I feel like we might be getting closer to that point, honestly. And if you watched the previous video, you guys are gonna know that these druids are completely capable of dealing with DDTs with absolutely no issues. We have Phase as the boss on this one, which I'm super excited about because Phase is gonna drop his artifact, which is gonna give us camo detection. That's the thing that we lack pretty much. But yeah, we clean out this stage, so we're gonna have our first ever mini game. So let's see what this mini game is about. This is an endurance race, and we need to hit a goal of 150,000 150,000 pops. Let's see if we can make this thing happen. Alright, so 150k seems to be not that big of a deal, honestly. We need to be getting the top hat on the Druids because we're going to be sending a couple of rounds at the same time. So I actually have played an endurance race before, well obviously, but I guess I'm getting to a point, which is that in my previous endurance race, the goal was 300,000 for the legendary one. And now because we're playing this minigame a little bit earlier, the goal is 150k, and that one, I think 300,000 pops, you get that amount of balloons in like the mid-30s, if I remember correctly. So 150k pops should not be too difficult, honestly. Let me just send in one more round. The Druids are becoming stronger with each round sent, but the goal is to get level 8 on Oben, actually, because if we were to lose to something, it's probably going to be cow balloons, actually. So Oben is level 7. There we go. Just hit level 8 on Oben, and I'm just going to send like a million balloons at once, I think. Let me just place a couple of these brambles because we have them stacked up. Let's send in round 16. There we go. We get level 8. Alright, so let's place a couple more of these Druids, and we're going to go for the top crosspath. And then let me send in up to round 20. I think 21 is gonna be fine. So yeah, let's just get the Druids up. Oh my god, look at how they're just eating up these mobs. That was a 45 mob, by the way. Yep, absolutely no fear, guys. Let me even get like one of these poplars going. Let me send in rounds up to 24. And how's everything looking? I mean, we're at about 45,000 pops with 3 minutes left on the clock, but the more difficult balloons are coming out, which is a great sign, actually. I think we're in for the legendary one on this one, guys. Let's get our poplars going. Let's get to the hard thorns. So let me send in like 2 more rounds. Actually, let's send all the way up to 30, I think. Oh yeah, look at these Druids now. They are just keeping all of these balloons in place. So the only thing that we're worried about is the pause, because we're about halfway, a little bit more than halfway there, actually, with about 2 minutes 40 left on the clock. So let's just kind of try and play it slow. And I'm going to speed the game up just a little bit because we're at 147,000 pops. So we are definitely, let me just do one more check. Yes, 150k for the legendary artifact. Man, these Druids make the game so easy, actually. And so we're closing in on 200,000 pops. And honestly, if we send all the way up to round 40, we are probably gonna beat all those guys no problem, honestly. So let's just kind of chill because we did get the record, and just wait for this timer to expire. So that's gonna be about 5 seconds left, and there we go. With 241,000 pops, we smashed through this one, and we get the legendary one. Okay, let's see what we got. This Mermonkey one is gonna haunt me in my dreams, dude. This is like the 4th time we're seeing it during this run, and it's only stage 2, but we're not taking this one, obviously. Dream teams, subs, ninja monkeys, druids, wizards, and beast handlers have faster attack speed and ability cooldowns. There's no way you don't take this one, right? What, you know, explodey darts, trick or shot, this is only for attacks, and then heightened perception primaries have increased, have their attack range increased by 75%. Yeah, there's no way you don't take Dream Teams, right? This is an insane one with our druids. Let's go. Alright, so we're back in our campfire. Let's try and recruit some cool monkeys. Let's do a reroll, see if we're seeing something interesting. Probably, I mean, a 201 village though. So we're gonna get camo from FaZe, which means that even though this one is quote-unquote the wrong crosspath, this might not be as bad with the extra attack speed. You know what? I think we should take this one, right? Yeah, let's take the 201 village for the jungle drums, and then let's get rid of some of these weaker druids, which is probably gonna be what, like this 0001. Yeah, I don't think we need this one anymore. The maps are getting a little bit more annoying, so this is Bloons Prime, but I wanted to show you guys the, oh my god, we're getting a legendary quickening one, by the way, but I wanted to show you guys the new druid attack range. So look at this thing. This is insane. This is like just like a base druid, guys. I feel like this run has just been getting better and better, and this is only stage 2, so hopefully we don't just kind of jinx it, we don't just mess it up in some of the upcoming rounds. But so far I'm super happy the way that everything's going. Alright, so on your chest, let's see what we get in this one. 5 choices again. I don't think I like any of these guys, but I'm just gonna take Zig, then Zack, and then we're gonna trade off with the merchant just to kind of pick something, I guess. Alright, and we have our first mini boss, actually. Let's see what this, so this is gonna be Dreadbloon, so we do need monkeys from other categories, but let's just see the goals. It's 55 pops in total. Place our druids with this insane range, and then don't forget to go for the top crosspath because Dreadbloon is a lead balloon after all. Go like this, and then we're probably, what's Oben's level? He's level 5. Oh, do we have enough money? Oh, we barely don't have enough money for the 023 sniper. Okay, but we're gonna get it in a second, so let's hit start. We can do the magic precision or magic quickening, but I feel like we need to be finding some other towers that are gonna be dealing damage to the boss. So let's do a reroll, actually. Oh my god, nothing works. Alright, so lucky enough, we are starting off with the primary immunity, so that means that our druids are gonna be doing well to begin things off, but in a second, things are gonna start becoming really problematic. And when I say in a second, it's gonna be at 10 pops, actually. So what what is the plan, guys? I don't know. These druids are going to become so much stronger, but the second that we hit this immunity, I feel like once we get the 520 sniper, like that guy's going to do fine by himself. But we need to be finding damage from some other categories. So let's do a reroll and let's find some cool insta monkeys. Is this guy going to be good? We should probably take this one, right? It's only $3,000 for a 040 and we can make it into a 240. Yeah, I think we go home for that guy actually. Yeah, just praying that this is going to be enough, guys. Praying that this Buccaneer is going to be able to carry like 10 tiers by itself. Let's go for the 240 on the Buccaneer. We're going to have it anyway, so might as well buy it now. And this is pop number 20, so let's see what we get. There's a cool 320 spike factory actually, which might be nice to have. I mean, I know that I'm grasping at straws at this point, but like these druids are not going to be doing anything at this point. Okay, let's have the spike factory just like this. Not the best placement, but have it like that, and then maybe we can buy, I feel like a sniper that's going to do some damage to the boss. How's it looking, guys? Maybe we get an alchemist actually, just so we buff these guys a tiny bit and then we increase their damage output. The only thing that we're looking for is we just need to get past this magic immunity, and then it's smooth sailing, I feel like, up until the end. Alright, I mean 22 pops, not looking too hot. Dread Bloon is the boss to be careful of for sure. We can place one more spike factory. Let's just have this guy like this, get to the smart spikes and have it on I guess smart. Alright, 25 pops. We're gonna need a spectacular drop from these insta monkeys, and I'm not seeing it here. So let's do a reroll. Not seeing it again. Let's do what? Primary quickening, a little bit of extra attack speed on the boat, on the Buccaneer. Alright, things are actually becoming a little bit problematic. This spike factory is not doing anything, so might as well sell it. I'm gonna buy a new one. Actually, we're about to hit 28 pops, but the thing is, the boss is leaving the range of our tower, so we need to get 30 pops ASAP, and then these druids are gonna need to pick it up. Let's actually get the populace going on all of these guys, just to get them ready for the damage they're supposed to be doing. Have this one like this, get it to Heartthorn. So one more pop, guys, one more single pop, and then the druids are gonna be back in action again. We need to do 55 in total. Is it gonna happen? I'm just gonna sell this Buccaneer, I feel like, after this is done. Yes, there we go, 30 pops. Let's get the magic quickening, rare, a bunch of attack speed, and then, oh yes, look at the down. I'm just gonna sell everyone. Let's get an alchemist. I know that this is a weird spot for the alchemist, but I plan on moving the setup here towards the bottom as well. Let's just get ready for shifting the setup towards the right side. So have the let's get the actually, we can do this. This one, we can make it into a 410, which is going to serve as a damage amplification tower. I'm actually going to get the ice. Let's have the ice here towards the end. Let's make it into a 410, and then let's keep placing all our guys, all of our populace druids. I'm going to be selling some of them. So, for example, let's sell this one so we can buy another one. All tower precision, we're going to take that one, a 00. I have a couple of 003 druids, which are doing the majority of the damage. This is populace number 4. We can sell these guys here on the right side, I feel like. Yeah, let's just get rid of them. Let's replace all these druids here and buy them on the right side. Cool, like this. Yeah, so after a very, very bad start, I guess, let's get the Heart of Thunder actually, so that we get some AoE and dealing with just these small balloons that are coming out. 52 pops. It's really getting close, guys, but we absolutely do have it. Let's get one more druid like this. Oh, we have the money for the Avatar of Wrath. What are we doing? Let's get the Avatar of Wrath. There we go. Magic precision. I think we're getting that one, and for the first time ever, we can actually afford to get the sniper, so why not? Let's just buy it and let's see how good this 520 sniper is. I don't think he's that good, honestly. I feel like the boss is scaled a little bit too much for it. Let me place our alchemist like this so we can buff up our druids. And are we gonna stop at 60? It looks like 60 is gonna be about the end for our guys. Oh, actually, you know why this is gonna be 60? Because we hit the magic immunity. That's why. And these small damage takes is just the sniper doing its thing, but it's completely fine because we went past 55. And you know, this is a little bit concerning, guys, because whenever we hit Dread Bloon as the final boss actually on a stage, things are not gonna be looking as good. So we need to prepare for that one, but before we reach Dread Bloon, let's see what the legendary artifact is. Alright, so we get the tack one again, trick a shot, but we don't have any tax, and I don't think I want to be playing off of tax in general. This one gives you a 020, so I don't know, maybe once we complete the druid setup. Oh my god, my favorite one. All monkeys attack 40% faster. Our druids are gonna go ham with this one. I think we take it. There's no way you don't take attack speed with your druids, right? And just like that, 4 legendary artifacts. Man, we are just doing so well. So growing steady, dream teams, tit for tat, and then abundant choices. This is insane, and look at what awaits us. Another legendary tile, and then yet another mini game. This run is just going amazing, guys. Alright, so it's round 26, and I only have like a 402 alchemist buff in this guy for the Camelets. It's just the 013 druid that we started with, and that was our BFB. This guy is killing like crazy. So you guys can only imagine what's gonna be happening to bosses when we get with everyone. But yet another legendary artifact, and yet 5 choices again. Oh my god, I can't believe this thing. So what do we take from all these legendaries? Biggest Beacon, villages have 2.5x influence radius, and our support towers have 20% extra range. Trick or Shot, this is again the attack one. The Unspoken Heroes, support monkeys have a 1 in 10 chance to crit for 500% damage. No support monkeys yet in our roster, but if we do get the Dreadbloon artifact, our druids are gonna go crazy. And then PP Gatling, again, this is the legendary version. And Battlefield Commission, which essentially heroes don't gain XP, but they gain 2 XP for each bloon they pop. But we're running Oben, so not exactly a fan of this one, honestly. Alright, you know what? I think we're gonna take the village one. It's gonna add the 010 village to our party, and that's actually quite a nice one, because if you get the money, you can make it into a call to arms ability. Look at the village radius, by the way. Look at this thing. It takes up the entire map. That's crazy. You can basically have it wherever you want and just not take up any space. And just like that, this 013 druid is, as expected, destroying pretty much everyone. Old habits, guys. I still place the village next to our towers. We could have had it like pretty much here on the opposite side of the map, I guess, and it still would be getting all these guys in its radius. But there we go. That's round 29 out of 29, so pretty fast clear still. And let's get going with the final mini game. And then just these Bloons encounters are becoming a chore at this point, so I think I'm only going to be showing you guys the chests and then the final boss. So let's see what we have on this one. Again, a mini game endurance race. We did clear out one of these guys before, and it was the exact same one, 150k for the legendary one. I'm actually going to start with the sniper because Oben is still not level 8, so we have no camo detection, and we're probably going to go for the Heart of Thunder just to get some AoE going. And let me send in a couple of rounds. We're, by the way, ridiculously stronger in comparison to our previous one, so I wouldn't even mind, honestly, overwhelming ourselves a little bit. Let me just send in rounds up to 22, which might be a little bit too much, but I feel like our druids can handle it. Let's see how we can do. Yeah, this is not even close. All right, let me send in up to oh, this is it. It might be a little bit too much. Let's send up to 28, and I'm gonna stop in a second. But let's make sure we're getting the Heart of Thunder for the AoE. Oh, was that a little bit too much though? Brambles? Oh my god, no, please. Poplas to get some extra attack speed on everyone. Yeah, this might have been a little bit too much with 28, guys. We're gonna need just the rounds to pass so that our druids get by the Poplas. We need some extra damage. Are they actually gonna pick it up? I feel like they are picking it up though. Yes, they are picking it up, and they're actually stabilizing. Give me one more Poplas. Let's buy one more 003. Oh my god, they actually defended. That's insane. They just clean out everything. All right, let's send in everything up to 32, 33. Should be more than enough for our goal of 150k. And this is gonna be the last legendary artifact, guys. Yeah, look at this thing. 400. We are hitting 500k pops, aren't we, before this thing ends? Yup, these druids are absolutely insane, guys. Look at what is happening on screen. And there we go. We get the legendary one with 543,000 pops. 150 was the goal, by the way. Let's see what we get. So we get high impact glue. Alright, so glue our projectiles move twice as fast and deals 6 damage on impact. This might be nice, so we can go for the mill crosspath and get some damage amplification, actually. Intelligent agent sounds good, but I don't think we need it because we can just go for the top crosspath on our druids. This is again the Murmonkey one. Exploding darts, not playing off of dart based projectiles yet. Then one shot legendary. Sniper monkeys stack 2 times slower but have a 1 in 5 chance to crit for 20x damage. This is gonna go really hard on our 520 sniper, right? Yeah, let's take this one for the sniper. Just make it a little bit fun, I guess. We're encountering a shop, and I see 2 artifacts that I wanna take. The first one is this one, Starting Strong, which is gonna give us yet more attack speed, 15% attack speed to be precise. So let's take this one. And I also wanted to take Portability, and I only want to take this thing as an insurance tool just for these more difficult maps to come in the future. Let's try it out for this one, the Swelling Spikes, which if you guys remember, we bought this one for this exact reason. And then we should probably get rid of this one, Zig the Zag. That's gonna be 9 in total. We have 38 tokens. This is crazy how much we've been farming just throughout this entire campaign. So let's trade off with this. Both of these guys are just like a net buff, which I absolutely love, and then it's just smooth sailing up until the final boss. Giving you guys a glimpse at what's happening when all the druids are maxed out under a village with an alchemist buffing them. This is round 44 out of 44. So yeah, these rounds are actually starting to scale up, but we're still just keeping everything at the start because these druids are just way too good. So that was gonna be the last map for this stage. So finally, we're done with everything. So one more chest, one more shop, and then it's off to defeating phase. Alright, so what do we have from these artifacts? This is a Terrigan Elementalist. Real monkeys have a 20% chance to freeze or blow back balloons. Slow and steady. For the first 20 seconds of each round, all monkeys attack 2 times slower, but then they have their damage increased by 100% all time. Not sure if I'm a fan of that one, honestly. Battlefield Commission, we saw this one. Sticky Situation, affects only primaries, and then Glue Balloons and Explodey Darts. You guys know what? I'm just gonna take exploded darts in case we need it later down the line, or I don't know, maybe we're gonna be facing like Dread Bloon or something like that. Maybe we are gonna need to just kind of deviate from our setup just for a second. Let's just be prepared for this time in the future in which we're gonna face Dread Bloon eventually, and let's see what we have. So it's a bunch of common ones. Not a fan of this just to out of get-go. We could probably go for this one. Slower is harder. All projectile speed is reduced by 35%, but damage is increased by 15%. Now let's take this one and let's trade it off for, I guess, a bunch of tokens at this point, because why not? We have a bunch of them anyways. Now let's get this one and then let's finally see which map we're defeating FaZe on. Oh my god, wait a minute. Is this the worst map that we could have gotten? Because this is FaZe at the end. So on each skull he's gonna teleport. So wait a minute, what are we even doing versus this guy? Yeah, we're doing so well, but our setup is just gonna fail versus FaZe, guys. I don't think this is like probably the worst map that you could have gotten, honestly. We can probably do this like the full auto rifle, I can say, the strong or something like that. We need towers with innate camo so the camo doesn't get interrupted. Let's actually go like this. This doesn't even reach the top platform. I mean, we could probably even buff the sniper up top. Let's do it something like this with a 302. And then how are we covering the exits? Probably just gonna be our druids, but they are gonna have their camo detection being obstructed. Let's buy level 8 actually for $40. So look at this thing. The camo detection from Oben is getting obstructed and these druids are not doing anything. And oh, that's a lot of leagues though. Let's switch the sniper to first. We cannot play the game like this if the sniper is set on first, by the way. Let me get one more druid going here on the side. Gonna keep it as a 203 actually, and I think it's just all on the sniper. And then once we proc a skull, I think the most important thing is just gonna be maybe we get some cool insta monkeys that are gonna help us defend, because these druids are not gonna do anything, guys. Alright, I mean, the sniper is doing some crits thanks to one of those artifacts that we got a while back. We're gonna trigger the first skull and let's see what we get. This is gonna be the most important one. So military quickening might be a nice one for some attack speed, but I don't see anything useful. So I'm gonna do a reroll. Well, all these guys suck, huh? Let's do another reroll, I guess. Realistically, how good is a 320 Dart Link? I know that I'm grasping his shots at this point, but what else? What choice do we have? I mean, maybe 320 in the 420 Dart Link, or maybe we go for the Elite Defender or something like that. You guys know what? I'm actually gonna do one more reroll. This is getting expensive, but let's see what we get. Military quickening common. Oh, I think we just have to go for this one, right? Let's just get attack speed on the sniper. It is what it is. I feel like the Elite Defender is a little bit too expensive, so let's just go for a second sniper, and then we can make it into a full auto in a second. Yeah, let's just get the damage going. Alright, so the damage is starting to pick up, I guess, with both of these snipers. Let's actually make sure we're not leaking any of these camo balloons, so I'm gonna have this thing like this, the wall of trees. Let's see what we're getting from these boosts. I mean, probably all tower quickening rare, just a little bit more attack speed for both of our snipers. We are dropping some frames, so I'm suspecting another artifact that's probably breaking the game like we had with the Unspoken Heroes one. The druids are gonna get in on the action just a tiny bit at this point. I guess let me play just one more druid like this. Go for the middle crosspath for the extra thorns, and then the second that these druids get a little bit of extra damage, and that's gonna be super helpful. Alright, so another skull about to be proc. We're gonna have money to buy the stronger stim, which is gonna go really hard on the snipers up top, by the way, and we can buy a third sniper actually. Let's see what we get from this skull, by the way. Oh, 240 Spike Factory. You know that I'm taking this one actually. Let's go. This might be a run saver. Military quickening, sure, just get the little extra attack speed for our snipers, because why not? We're gonna do one more jump, and then I'm gonna place the Spike Factory like this at the back. By the way, Spike Factory doing absolutely amazing. These snipers are actually picking it up. The druids are defending the small balloons, but once a phase like camos turns these balloons into camo, that's a little bit of an issue for our druids. The best thing ever that we did, by the way, is buy the artifact that gives us a pontoon, guys, because that is exactly what's saving us, because all of these small pools are low ground, so you actually want to be starting the damage going from the top, because phase is going to be doing jumps. Get the military precision, by the way, 20% extra damage, and yeah, I don't know, this was like probably the luckiest, you know, we were smart to buy this thing in the first place. That was a good choice, honestly. Let's get this Alchemist upgrade to stronger stim, so even more uptime on both of our snipers. I'm gonna use the Spike Factory's ability again, which is gonna do a decent amount of damage with itself, and then this is just the last push. Let me just jump the wall of trees just in case something goes past, but I don't think it is. And finally we get phase done, and guys, this is not even the strategy that we're going for. That's the most ridiculous part out of everything. And by the way, we have some amazing choices, some amazing towers that we can choose from. A 105 dart, oh, this guy's gonna go hard, but the essence of phase though, all monkeys can see camo and deal triple damage to camo balloons. Also, heroes slow balloons down in their radius by 30%. Keep in mind, we're also running Oben, which is gonna be spawning the totems, so this thing is gonna go extra hard. So yeah, let's just solve our camo detection problem once and for all. Let's just hit skip, I guess, because I don't think we're extracting anything, and let's go. Stage 2 completed. 11 encounters on this one and 11 artifacts earned. That's crazy, and we got a bunch of legendaries out of this one as well. Alright, so stage 3 out of 5, and this map is called the Bloon Henge, I believe, and this one has two distinct choices. You go on the left side, you take the longer route, and you just basically face everything, or just take the right side and you just open a bunch of chests and then you get a lot quicker to the boss. Now, because our setup is pretty much set in stone, I want to be taking the shorter path. So let's first off see what the boss is going to be. That is Blast the Populace, which is going to be triggering a lot of his heat bar thanks to our druids, because we're going to be attacking with a million projectiles, but that's completely fine, I feel like. Alright, so the first campfire, I think I'm going to be enhancing an artifact. It's either going to be Enchanted Rebuttal, which is going to give us a lot of pushback with our druids, or it's going to be this one, which is going to give it just a flat 5% increase. I'm down for doing this one, or maybe this one, the 5% extra attack speed. You know what? I think we do the Starting Strong. Yeah, let's make this one into the rare one. We're just getting a flat 5% attack speed at the start of each round. Let's go. I see a chest waiting for us on the right side, actually, so let's see what we have in this one. Alright, so here's the thing. One of these upcoming bosses is eventually going to be Bloons, and we need to defeat Bloons with different categories. So now we're all into magic, and I think we need to start building up some other categories. And I'm seeing Zig then Zag, which makes all military monkeys shoot in a zigzag pattern, but their attack speed is 25% faster. So I'm actually gonna take this one. This offers no downside for us currently, and then once we start building up our military monkeys, then things are gonna be looking very hot. Our first chest of the stage, let's see what we get in this one. Nothing interesting, I don't think. Maybe too many cooks for the extra attack speed for the military monkeys, or maybe this one because it's gonna add a 110 heli pilot. I think we take this one, right? Yeah, let's just get ourselves a heli in our roster just in case. I think I'm gonna be removing the 110 sniper. If you guys remember, and if you watched the previous video in like stage 1, this guy was a lifesaver, and the reason why this run is ongoing is because we got this one, but we no longer need him because we have the Fates artifact. So thank you, but you're gonna have to go. So let's remove this guy. This next one is absolutely terrible. I mean, the only one that I'm kind of seeing it that might work is this one, which is gonna give us a 1-1 ice, and then we can make it into an embrittlement and just amplify the damage that the druids do. But all these other ones, I don't know, maybe like this one for the military ones, and then for the Bloons fight that I was talking about, but it's gonna make all other towers 20% more expensive. I don't like this one. Now let's get the ice, and then let's get ready for some boss in the future, I guess, and then we can probably get rid of this 010 village. Okay, so now we're getting a campfire, and I actually think I know exactly what I want to be doing on this campfire, and that is improving the wacky, wibbly, wavy one, which is going to give us a 210 heli pilot, actually, and it's going to give it a 5% extra reload time, or actually 5% extra reload time reduction. So let's enhance this one. This is, again, getting ready for this future Bloons fight, which is eventually going to happen, but we don't know when. And only 2 Bloons encounters left. These are actually not even challenging at all, so that's why I'm not showing you guys what's happening. But yeah, I'm going to see you guys in a second for the final boss. There it is. That was the final encounter. Stage 3 out of 5. This thing, we're speedrunning through this one, guys. Let's see what we have in this shop, and I don't see a single legendary one, actually. Not even a rare one. Alright, so what are we getting out of these guys? Maybe full broadside so that we can get the Buccaneer in our party, which is, again, also going to be nice versus like the future Bloons fight. I guess we can get this one, and then too many cooks as well. Magic monkeys deal 2.5 times damage to trance and stun blues. I've been carrying this one around since stage 1, and we have not yet gotten the chance to use it, and I don't think that we will, so I'm actually going to trade this one off, and then we can probably use a couple of tokens because we have too many of them at this point. So there we go. Let's do a trade. What are we removing? I think the 201 Spike Factory, right? Let's get rid of the spike. This was a nice camo detection tower, but we no longer need it because of the Phase Relic. And then finally, Blast the Populace. Let's see what map he's... Oh my god, it's this map again. I cannot believe this. Alright, what if we use the pontoon as well, but we use the druids and we have it like this? I think that's a good idea, actually. Let's go like this, get the discounts going as well. Yeah, so I guess the question is 3 druids or you get Oben here, and I think my answer is going to be another druid and an alchemist. I feel like is going to be enough space for it. Yeah, there we go. I wouldn't even mind getting this guy, honestly, the Buccaneer that we just comped, upgrade him to a Destroyer so he cleans out the small balloons. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let me just get Oben as well. Does this even have a chance of working? We are going to need to get this guy up to the Berserker Boon, eventually the strongest stim, but let's see if this is even going to happen in the first place. And then we could also start doing some druids here towards the bottom side in case we need a little bit of help in defending the small balloons, but let me start it off like this. Get the Berserker Brew. I think Blast the Populace is coming close. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I mean, any second now, these druids should start attacking the boss. We have not even touched the boss in round 29, so unless this damage goes really hard, we should probably be restarting and then placing all the druids up top, but let's see what is gonna happen. This Blast the Populace is close to getting in the druids range. Alright, I guess almost there with Blast the Populace. I mean, please just speed up a little bit. Yeah, these Rogue Legend bosses, man, they're just moving so slow. Yes, there we go. I think we actually get the damage going finally. So let me get the quickening and let's see how the damage is going onto the boss. These druids are gonna get stunned like crazy, by the way, but you can see the HP bar up top. It's actually going quite fast, honestly. Oh yeah, we're definitely doing very well, it seems like. Let's I guess give them a little bit more attack range because Blast Oh my god, this range is... I thought Blastopopulis was gonna eat up all these guys' range, but it's not. What we need to do, though, is we need to defend the bottom side, it looks like, versus these small balloons incoming. So let me just place a couple of these druids as well. Oh my god, these guys are destroying the boss up top. 104 Super Monkey, though. Thank you. It's too expensive. I would love to get it, but it's a little bit too expensive. Let's get some of these druids down bottom so we can defend the small balloons as well. And I think this strategy actually with the pontoon, it actually somehow makes sense, guys. Yeah, I guess maybe the meteors are gonna be a little bit annoying and just like the heat bar getting proc constantly, but I think our druids have it. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, that would have been so bad if we actually lose to this annoying map. This was just a disgusting map, and to have it happen 2 times in a row, I mean, that's just the worst luck ever, isn't it? Okay, I guess just all these druids are gonna do it because it's gonna be the last call, so I just get the altar quickening, get these guys a little bit of extra attack speed, and this should be about it. Yeah, there we go. Blast the populace. I mean, not too difficult of a boss, honestly, especially for this strategy that we have. Phase was obviously the most difficult one, and then after this one, I think it's Bloon. Alright, so we dealt with Blastopopulus, and these are the relics that we can choose from. So the essence of Blastopopulus makes all tier 5 monkeys, level 20 heroes, burn balloons, and effective balloons take plus 4 extra damage. You could also go for something like a 501 wizard, which is still a magic tower, actually, so not a huge fan of that one. We could do the 050 ultra boost or the 520 dart link. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, all these guys suck. I like the ultra boost and I like the Ray of Doom, but they're way too expensive for us to afford them in a game. So I think I'm just gonna get the essence of the Blastopopulus, and I'm gonna extract this one. I don't think I have it. Let me just find it. Oh, wait a minute. I actually do have the essence of Blastopopulus because it's not allowing me to extract it. So, oops. I guess we could have had some sort of a tier 5, but it is what it is. It's fine. The cell base is amazing so far, so I just hit skip. And stage 3, look at this one. Only half an hour with 6 balloon encounters, 1 boss. That's actually super fast. Alright, so we're gonna have to end it off here because we're on stage 4 out of 5. Not too many choices as I can see from this entire map. I mean, maybe it kind of branches off like here onto the left side, so you can choose you go top or bottom, but we are gonna leave that choice for the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching this one, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.